Hello. I should probably set up a little bit. I was looking good. Pardon my ruggedy face. I need to shave tomorrow in preparation for a nice occasion. And let's see, get this thing started on here. It's probably going to play an ad for my own darn stream. And here we go. Okay, nope. There we go. I think the audio was fine in the brief time that I was looking at that. So let's get the game up. A Monstrum right here. Move it over a little bit so I can see the chat window. Discord is down there. Cryotic is playing Yakuza 0, but man, how do I disable those alerts? I should. Yeah, yes, I hear you there. Let's remove that from Chrome. I don't really need people to tell me that they're streaming, even though it's sometimes nice to know. I was going to start up my game, but I hear someone messaging me on Snapchat. I should probably disable all these notifications because people are just literally chatting me, not in the actual chat of the stream. Okay, no, get that out of the way. I want to get out of the way of the camera thing, then I can go through here to the chat with my good buddy old pal Eli, who is doing the roleplay dabbing. Hello if you're here or come into the stream at some point. Go to my usual Pokemon Go because I still play that like a dweeb. Turn down media, ringtones, and all that. Might hear a vibration there. My water down there while it thaws out, so it's probably going to make noise. But if it was on my desk, it would be even noisier. Alright, I think we're ready to play some Monstrum. I'm so seasoned with this game, so don't really expect me to be too scared. And you might know that I have done like an ultimate challenge thing on YouTube. That's what I'm trying for tonight, unless you have some other challenges in mind. Anyway, let's get into the game. It's already done the boom 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 boom, and it's done making all that loud noise. It just does the usual buzzing. Get my itches and wiggles out of the way. Google Play card right there, but I don't need it. The game's not responding. It best respond because it always responds for me. Maybe it's just not used to playing in the weird setting. Why is my arm feeling weird? Gotta make sure. Okay, I don't smell burnt toast, not having a heart attack already, and I don't feel any weird convulsions. Pardon the burp, excuse me for that. Anyway, yeah, let's try for this game. Might not really talk too much, I might just focus on the game. Gonna make all my muscle movements. I don't think I've actually really played too many of the tape recordings in the LP episodes. I think I've only played like one or maybe two, particularly in the Halloween episode. Sorry if my mouse makes noise, I'll try to eliminate that, but if I'm running and there's a monster nearby and I'm going up a staircase, I might have to be a little bit clangy with it. I'm not really keeping track of where I'm going. Do my stupid around, no bolt cutters or anything, just tiny little pliers. Happy little accidents. Don't need the ladder, but I'll just leave that there in case I decide to come to it eventually. Turn the light off to signify that I'm done with all the true collectibles. Drop you down right there. Alright, let's get down this little corridor. It's not going to be the way to the steam valves. Well, I mean, there may be some, but not to the cargo hold in the middle. And if my clicking is too loud, let me know. I can try to move my microphone out of the way. Or play left-handed. I am a left-handed writer, but not a mouse user. Because who does that? Like, I mean, who uses the Wii Remote in their left hand and the nunchuck in the right hand? Nobody, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, man. Speaking of putting the H sound in W words, Francis J. Underwood is going to be returning in House of Cards soon. I'll tell you what, that's going to be a great time. I don't know why I'm doing the Foghorn Leghorn thing, I guess. I'll tell you what, I say, boy. Kind of apprehensive. Oop. I think I hear someone stomping around. Oh, yep, totally the brute. Hopefully I'm not running right into him. Did I get down this way? What's in there? I can't really see, but I'm not going to be too concerned with it right now because I'm going to... Okay, he's just running into a steam valve. He's not chasing after me any glitched sense. I thought I saw orange light this way. Oh man, I'm already feeling kind of apprehensive. If I had a heart rate monitor, it would probably be going up. I should probably be prepared to hide. Actually, I'm pretty sure he might be on like sub-level 2 with all the steam valves he could be running into and the ones I'm not running into up here. Again, sorry if my voice isn't quite as noisy as the tick-tocking of things. Kind of having a Markiplier moment being in a room like this after hearing all the stomping. Okay, gotta be careful. Did I already explore this fully. Dang, how do I already have this many glow sticks? Starting area, check through here one more time. Just might want to come back to this. Ooh, I think it might be coming down to the sub-level. I'll tempt fate a little bit, just go this way. Might as well. Ooh, oh man, I thought that was the sound of him, but it's just my own character breathing. Yeah, I'm not fully in practice with this game. I haven't played it for, I don't know, a couple weeks. Maybe one. May have done like a practice run, and I was like, I'll stream it, but I just played it for casuality. Looking around in my banana shoes. Man, I like that song. Don't really watch Game Grumps too much, but they produce some gems in all their ages of video creation. Nothing down that way because beyond the steam coming out, it's just the way to the cargo area. He's broken through, so it might be where he spawned and broke out. Let's turn the light out. Might not make much of a difference though. I could go without a fire extinguisher, but I feel apprehensive without one. That's probably like my third or fourth time saying that word. Okay, let's listen for a quick second. Don't hear him stomping around, even though he could be close and just not being too bad about things. See, there I go with my words. Don't need a cup. Pretty sure he's making his way downtown. Walking kind of slowly, but he can run pretty fast. Okay, should probably hide here in a second. Get this door open. Do some scouting. Be very careful. I can barely see the number of viewers. I saw it tick up to 2 and maybe 3 at one point. But I think the one viewer is just me. Sad face, sad face. Hello to anyone that may be joining in. Hey, chain spool. Alright. Already have something for the helicopter and the raft. I can drop the fusee off at the submarine. And those aren't sub headlights, even though they look like it. Not ones that I can actually use. Gotta be careful of listening to the game. I could also do like a challenge where I can play without sound or music. Or either one or the other. Only sound or only music. I just going around and I suddenly da 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 da. I was like, oh man, Monster Man is coming after my direction. Don't believe he's on the sub-level with me. Here's some faint stomping. Just be very careful. I don't think there's any rooms on the sides of what I've seen, or I might have already explored one. Sub-level 2 is what I'm at. Drop you there. Did I already drop one at the other side? I need to get better about actually dropping them when I'm done exploring instead of just doing it immediately. But I just used it to save space. No, not safe space. Save space. But what's the difference though? Just a Coke bottle there. Always open up the hiding place nearest to the exit. Is that my ping level? I don't really know how Twitch works too well because I don't really live stream a lot, as you people may know and may understand with my odd mannerisms right here. Pretty sure he's above me. So let's not be too rackety about anything, even though I'm running right now. Nothing immediately that way. The submarine is right there, but I'm just gonna get through these rooms. Chain spool, don't need it, because I already have one. No egg timers or anything in here, just smashable items that are very smashing. Okay, maybe coming around the mountain when he comes. How about right here? Ain't nothing. Oh, I thought I saw an orange light. Could be in this room. Let's just glitch through this little thing right here, even though I don't need to. I thought I might have glitched something weirdly, but just telling me, oh hey, the submarine is here. Let's go ahead. Okay, I thought I saw a pick-up-able item, but no, it's just the button for the sub. That thing right there, so I usually need to pick up another fuse if I want to go through the engine room, which I include that as part of the ultimate escape. I prepare all 3 escape routes, get them running and ready to escape upon. Don't have to worry about if they break. I don't really in my challenge if that's the truth. But I also turn off the steam valve from within the engine room. Okay, I should probably get moving. I'm just trying to explain myself a little bit. Aren't really too many fire extinguishers around here, so I should probably get headed. And you can glitch yourself to death if you use your welding kit on the thing while you're jumping down. So yeah, you start using it, but then you break your neck sandals and die. I don't know why I said neck sandals. Okay, I'm pretty much done here, aside from the cargo hold. I'll just work my way across the top deck of the ship and get to the living quarters. Just be a little bit quick and be careful. Nothing above me. Of course, nothing's gonna pop up behind me, because only one monster can happen at a time. By the way, I'm the one that helped you guys with the game, so if you have questions, you can ask me. Is he around here? Oh, I thought I heard him roaring. by me. Nope, that would just happen to be the sound of the ship. Quite ambient sounds, and it actually being nighttime, I'm a bit more, here I'm going to say the word again, apprehensive. Yeah. I think my dad's still awake and watching his good old Fox News. But I'm just chugging along with this game of scariness. Avoiding political commentary. Okay, it's just the sound of cameras in here, which you can completely cheese the cameras, nothing immediately. I don't think you can see me in its purview from here. It's so weird how Gregory says that in The Walking Dead. If that's even what he says, purview, like short for peripheral view. People always say peripheral instead of peripheral. Like computer peripherals? Nah, man, it's peripheral. And I keep thinking I'm hearing the brute stomping, which I'm pretty sure I actually did there. But if you're right there, then I'll just hug up against you like that. Jump over the thing. Ooh, yes, you are my saving grace in times of need. Blood splatter on the wall. I just feel so much more safe when I have one of these guys with me. Even though it's only limited to, what, 5 or 6 sprays, depending on things. I usually go by a rule of 3, because you usually get another one by then. Use it 3 or 4 times, then drop it and replenish with my new one. Okay, wait for you to get out of the way. You can't see me from here, even though you were kind of lingering for a while, sir camera. And I can get out of the line of sight by then. But of course, it would always be fun if Monstrum was right around here. I'll just walk right by you and meander along. Beep, 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 beep. Ain't nothing. I'm making headway, but of course, now I'm saying that, I'll probably have my head removed from my body. Alright, pick you up, Mr. Glow Stick. Always picking these up and nothing truly useful. I can drop off my chain spool up at deck 7. Okay, gotta listen for a little bit. Be a little careful. Just take it in. Oh yeah, how's my face? I'm not really doing too great at looking at my camera because I have a weird rigging setup because I don't usually do a webcam thing, but I kind of have a, I don't know, is it like a $60 Logitech 1080p webcam, so I might as well use it a little bit more often. Maybe a little bit more for streaming than actual videos because I don't really like doing scary game facecam videos because I usually get to know said scary game before playing it, being informational and funny with the scares, I guess, rather than like, oh my gosh, what the heck is that? Every horror YouTuber's like, scary game title, then all caps, what the heck? And stronger words than that, is that? OMG. Not to diss anybody, I like Markiplier, I like PewDiePie, even though I don't really watch PewDiePie too much. He's still good. People just like to see him for the cringy side of always streaming at the camera while playing Happy Wheels, but I did enjoy watching Amnesia Custom Stories in the heyday, and he makes funny, satirical Fridays with PewDiePie videos nowadays, and all the other random ones he makes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be popping through there. So I'll be like, what's poppin' B? Because his name is Brute. At 2 Brute. I'll be edgy by doing that. I don't even know where he is, but I'm pretty sure he's on the sub-level. Why the heck not? I grabbed that, and okay. I'm actually out of the line of sight for the camera, or at least the range. Okay, I thought I was going right back into the kitchen, but no, it's not. But I'm pretty sure I'm circling back around. Is that another fuse? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I did grab that backpack way early on, so I do have all the extra space. By that, I mean 2 extra inventory slots. Okay, what are we doing around here? I see orange glow, but it's not his orange glow. And he may have actually opened up the door. Actually, no, it's what I was doing to hide. Pretty sure it's just going through areas. Is he above me or below me? Pretty sure actually. Okay, I'm always at a weird crossroads when I'm doing this. Crossroads, not crossroads. What would you be doing if Minecraft didn't exist? Okay, where are you, my friend? I'm pretty sure you're above me, but I'll just check every little bit. Okay, pretty sure he's above me if he's making those noises, unless he's right there, because that's the sound of a metallic door, which could either be there or up at 7, maybe even 8. No, it can't be at 8 because it's a metallic door, but not the kind that would make that noise. As I know, I play this game too much. If I know all those very sly mannerisms, thought that was like him gasping. It's like, oh gee, dude, I saw you. Okay, where are you? I'm pretty sure you are above me. I should see your orange glow. Haven't even caught sight of you. It's not even playing the music yet. Yeah, it's still playing the normal walking the hallways music. Reset my Pokemon Go, even though I should pause the game while I'm doing that. Alright, let's get on to deck number 6. Quit lollygagging around. Okay, out of the range of the camera. You know, it's kind of lingering a bit. What we got here? I don't need to do anything with you. I'll close it up like I haven't been here, even though I'll just leave that open. Listen around for danger, stalking the hallways. He may actually be right up against me. But I'll just do this like a mouse. Okay, I thought that was going to be the rec room, or not the rec room, but the long room with the TV in it they can use to make noise. And the record thing they can go with, even though it doesn't make that noise. But it'd be cool if you could be like a DJ and be like a rave with the brute and his orange glows. Or maybe the fiend with his purplish stuff. Alright, sounds like a normal door was breaking down. I don't know. Let me just check the room. Nothing in there. No fuse, no cups. Completely useless. I keep wanting to grab those like it's Penumbra or something, even though it's more thinking Alien Isolation. And having played that game, it's actually a bit more difficult for me than this game. Might have just been because that was my first time through that game, but you do have a flamethrower to guard yourself with at a later point in the game. But the Xenomorph is pretty scary. If he sees you, you're pretty much dead, unless you do some last minute thing to defend yourself with, which you have limited resources. Not like you don't in this game, but like when you see a monster in this game, you have bigger chances of escape. And plus the whole hiding thing in that game, you have to like pull back and hold your breath and not run out of health while all that's happening. Talking too much about that game and not this one. Surprised I'm remembering all those mechanics. Okay, this is the room I was talking about. Ain't nothing. Gotta slow down a little bit. My mouse sensitivity is being a little bit weird. That's what I'm used to for playing this game. And this is another little challenge. The, what do you call it? The spastic run that Avarice Paradox did. I don't even know. He just gave it its own little titles. Should be a bit more careful. Oh, keep thinking I see that as his orange glow. Nothing to interact with, and I could touch this without any worry. It may make a little bit of noise, but with there being no power in the immediate area, it's not going to make anything of worryful notice. La-di-da. I'll just open that up to have another thing to fall back into, if need be. Still doing pretty well, having not actually seen him for the music to pick up any. So I guess that's a thing that could be a challenge too. Beat the challenge, you can either do ultimate challenge or at least one challenge without coming into contact to a point in which the music plays. Obviously you'll know what monster it is if you hear all the stomping around or squishy eggs or, you know, of the fiend being around. But if you go around with just this normal walking around the halls music, things could be interesting. Seems to be helicopter keys in there, but I could find those on their own accord, maybe in the drawers of a place like this. I should probably check a little bit better right here. I don't really see anything. No glow stick or anything of that sort, but there could be things in here. Ain't nothing. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're done with this level. There might be a couple more rooms for me to check, but seem all good in this hallway, definitely. Okay, not lose my orientation. Flashlight down there, but I don't use flashlights. My gamma's pretty good, and I know them layouts. Hi, how are you? Okay, I'm fine to walk on that, just not to be too crazy. Come on, man, I'm right here. Do I have an egg timer? Yes, I do. I like egg timers. How about you? Gonna go without it breaking, just try to lure him away when he comes around. If he comes around, which I hope he does, because, well, yeah. Check this room, then I'll actually trigger the camera before the egg timer does anything. Let's see what's a good room to fall back in. It could be right here. There you go with that. And I shall hide and listen for things to happen. Ooh, don't want to make too much noise with the can, even though I don't think that does anything. Stretching around. Hopefully the stream's not messing up. I'll actually pause quite briefly so I can check. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Just making sure my thing wasn't really being too bad. I'm pretty sure I'm up high enough for the thing. My head might be a little bit cut off, but as long as I sit with somewhat nice posture like this, I should be fine. I think he's coming in right up to that room. Let's make sure he doesn't go in here. The third ring of the egg timer, it should be fine if he breaks down the door. Shouldn't target the egg timer itself, so it's just not gonna go there. I'm just not gonna go out there and attack him and expect him to do anything crazy. I don't even know if he broke into the room because I didn't hear a ka-chow kind of breaking sound. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, being a very great season 3 of that show. Also excited for House of Cards, as I said, and Game of Thrones, which is a little bit later because they have to film during winter because, kind of spoilery, winter is here in the show. Only 13 episodes left of the show, 7 in season 7, 6 in episode 8, or season 8. Gonna be kind of sad, but I'm sure they're gonna do plenty of follow-up stuff because how dare they avoid milking that wondrous show. Didn't even break into there. Let's see if I can grab the egg timer back. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Okay, get ready to hide. Call you right back. You should be near enough. You can't really go too far away with your normal walking speed. Not like you would run. Alright, the thing's still going, so the egg timer. Sometimes the camera ends a little bit early because the monster's there. It's like, oh, hi, monster, you are my friend, and not the totally human-looking thing that should actually be of no threat to anything or anyone. Oh, that's really loud in my ear. I expected it to be coming, but not really that loud. Ugh. It almost caused a ringing in my ear. Had to block it. Usually I'm used to such loud sounds. There we go, he's breaking into a thing. He's probably gonna break the egg timer. I'm not gonna worry about being chased. If the egg timer gets broken, then it gets broken. And it's been broken. Oh well, maybe I can find radios and use those, or maybe there won't be any more broken rooms, because the other one was in the lower decks and just had a chain spool, which I already have right here, and level 7 is right there. I can drop it off at the raft. Kind of a slow run because I'm not really getting anything done, but I'm being cautious. Are you going up a sub-level? I should probably be standing up in case I need to. Okay, yeah, get a little of the camera. Want you there. What you doing? Ooh, he's back around here. Ooh, he might have seen me, except he didn't because the monster music didn't happen. The monster music didn't chase, is what I almost said. Listen to what he's doing. Press my headphones against me. Can I hear a buzzing sound because I think I have a little bit of ground loop from, you know, my piano being here. I can play piano music, but I usually do that while it's in the loading screen. I'm just like, I play the Kakariko Village theme, or file select from Mario 64, all that basic, easy stuff that I just like to jam around to. Also want to get good at playing the Mushroom Wave theme from Mario RPG. Yay. You get the gist. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's just the sound of the ship using. You usually want to think it's like the monster being on a different level. Don't believe that's the case. I could probably move my way to a different room. Ooh, hi. Okay, I should be hiding. It should be fine as long as he comes into the room and doesn't snuff me out. Might be a little bit louder than my voice to game right now. Get out of here with your jack-o'-lantern looking ass face without a pumpkin being on it. You can glitch like there forever, even though I kind of want to grab that glow stick. That's so important. Was there even an item up there? Not really anything of particular notice if I didn't see it. Not really too big to be bolt cutters, I don't think, unless it is. But I'm kind of focusing on avoiding the rather non-elephant creature that is in this room. I know you're like looking straight at me. Oh, you're probably gonna look under this desk, but you're looking under that one, so you're probably not gonna look under this one. And if you drag me out, I still have a chance to run. Yeah, now the music is playing, so there goes that challenge. Not like I was imposing it. The main challenge I'm focusing on is preparing all the escapes, and also the self-imposed one that I do use is not using duct tape on cameras because it's easy enough to dodge anyway. But that's a sub-battery. Very nice. One more thing for the submarine. Grab you. Pretty sure I'm done with level 6. Oh, piano. Keep wanting to make a keyboard cap, but it turns into the minigame music in some minigames, such as Loop-de-Loop Galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy. I could live stream that. I've been wanting to LP it at some point, but kind of iffy of how I do those 3D Mario games. The only one I've actually done was Mario Sunshine. I could do like a normal Mario 64 on stream, then 64DS on the YouTube channel that is TryclydeTamer, such as everywhere else, as my little logo say. Anybody here, you could give opinions on the face cam positioning and logos. I think it's quite well, because I don't really like having the face cam obscuring the game itself, so I just have a little something to accompany it. Sorry, I was kind of picking at my skin here. I've already kind of made this thing bleed recently, and it's still doing the scar formation stuff with the hemorrhage. That's more like bone repair. It starts with the hemorrhage, which is the bruise, and then it does the fibrocartilage and bony callus thing, and then it does the reconnection of the bone stuff. I'm trying to remember how my anatomy class was. That's all, folks. Alright, I'm done here. I'm pretty sure I put the glow stick on the other side. Not that it really matters, because I have that mental note that I am done. I don't put glow sticks on 7 because there's extra interaction that could be done. But I will put one here on 8. Get out of your way. You're not up here with me, are you? No, you're not. I don't believe so, unless you sneak around. Kind of hard for you and your big self to do. Get these chairs out of the way because they could pose an issue and I could glitch through them. Radio, not immediately useful, but it could potentially be. If he was right there, I'd be like, oh, hi there, Mark, even though your name is Brute, et tu Brute, even though Caesar was more reported to have said Kaitu Teknon, which is Greek for and you, my son. But Caesar was being stabbed. Who cares what he was saying? He was probably just speaking in tongues. Italians don't speak in tongues, though. They speak in hands, fingers. I'm not Italian. I mean, I could be, but given my last name is something that has a very gruff German sound, I assume I'm German. Yeah. And also, well, brown hair, and that's the usual German thing, even though you may think more like blonde hair, blue eyes. That's more of a Macedonian thing, rather than the Aryan master race. Not really gonna get too much into that. It's the whole nature-nurture debate about eugenics and creation of better people, even though a better society is about diversity. IMO. Yeah, I do believe we're done. Did I even check that room? Yes, I did, but I'm just gonna check around briefly, see if there's nothing small I didn't maybe not miss. What was it? Another fuse room that I could have gone into to get those helicopter keys. That's the only ones I've seen so far. Alright, gotta drop these couple things off. The chain spool and then the battery all the way to the sub. Kind of spat a little bit there. Apologies if that is disgusting to you. In my slurring of speech, because I don't really do too much stuff. I think it's exploring on the outside thing there. Security, not very secure in this room because there's no real hiding place. I mean, yeah, you can hide right here, but it doesn't always prove you the best of wellness. I can drop something off. Might just I'm not using this fire extinguisher. Might as well drop here and kind of remember that it's still useful, that I didn't actually use it. Okay, be careful. It's kind of making noise. Oh, he's coming into this room. Are you coming into this room? Dang, you went all the way up there. I'm not going to bother picking you up. Just going to try to keep a mental note. I did not use that one, and might not even need to use the rest of this one, depending on how skillful I can be. The chair out of the way so I can have clear room for escape. If he's like checking down there, I can bolt out of the room and close the door if he does and break it down. Ooh, let's break it down. Kind of want to go check over here. Let's just check what helicopter keys. Yes. Okay. I'll just toss you over there. Ooh, making noise, even though I don't think it's the thing that attracts him. It's only running and actually using noise makers. I could toss those things down and go back and grab my glow stick, but I actually want to use these things. Drop off the thing at the life raft. Might as well grab another glow stick, because do I want to use them? Yeah, I can go down sub level 4. That'd be the last place I can use them. Sorry, my speech. I apologize again about that. Definitely mastidated that door. Emancipated. Maimed. What's the word I'm even looking for? I don't need 3 of those. I already dropped one off. Toss you down there. Oh, don't drop it in the water though. Drop you a couple guys down there, then you there. Okay, is that him walking around or just a camera? I have plenty of ways of escape here, and I can also do a glitch thing where I fall down to the door down there if you didn't actually break it down. Here I go with my Lucio. Oh, let's break it down. Oh, he did break down the door, so I could try. Is there another door I can try to fall on? I don't know. I could be spending too much time trying to figure out my escape route and actually screw myself over. Anything over here? No penis pump for me to use? Oh, yep, that's the sub headlight. I thought I saw it and didn't see it, but then did see it again. Yay. Oh, hi, my friend. I'm gonna, yeah. Run. Yep, I'm just gonna make it a mad Mickelson dash out of this place and pick up my things on the way out. I played this game so much, but the growls of the monsters are just too much to bear. But I even drop those items, and I'll just go grab you and you. Oop, the keys. I definitely don't want to miss out on those, but I want to be careful what I'm doing. Are you coming from there? I'll just coming from that way. I don't see you in the immediate vicinity. I am Martin Luther King Jr. and how I do my stuff. Alright, here we go. Plenty of items to work with. Let's just go ahead and unload everything. It's just the... what was it that dropped? My radio. Yeah, I don't need to get the chain spools out over that way. Pretty sure you're sticking over here unless you're being smart and cutting in front and detonating over that way. Let's just do the diddly. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. There's that. Then there's that. I love the sound when you open the door. Like that. Phew! Nice helicopter sounds. Keep you guys there because that's the only place I need you. And yeah, making a fire with any other method isn't really going to help against the brute. Might be a nice festival fireworks show, but not really anything of putting an addendum of stopping the monster. Addendum is like a change of something. An addendum to the appearance of things, I guess. Trying to make sense of stuff. Drop off the single headlight that duplicates like that, and the submersible battery unit that also floats in air. I'm just holding it with a few fingers. It must be rather light, or else I'm very, very strong. It could probably be stronger than the brute. It could be like the Sparky or whatever monster was the prototype for the brute, but could be added at some point. Even though I doubt it. I want there to be a Monstrum 2. I was kind of hoping that Monstrum 2 would be what's the thing? Destroy all humans. Actually, that's the Alien game, but the Attack of the Earthlings, that's what it is, where you play as the monster, I'm pretty sure, to get rid of the trespassing humans. I think that's how it works. I thought it was like a secret monster for adding back to this game, or just making a sequel. I've already been through the sub-level. Why am I even going through here again? Might as well give another check through, I guess. See if there's anything I may have missed, even though the more things I need, maybe more around the engine room. Yeah, I could go for there, because I do have my fuse. Yep, I've dropped off my items. Oh, hi. Oh, and you're chasing after me. That's one of the scarier things when the monster sees you from far away. I mean, yeah, it's far away, and it'll take a while to get to you, and you can have plenty of time to escape, but it's just so unsettling, especially with the roaring and the music still playing when he's nowhere nearby me, unless he has like a rubber band mechanic, which I don't think that's a thing. At least not from what I know. Should be far enough away. Fine by me if you never leave. See how skillful I am doing my 360. Let's try for a 720. Nope, my mouse position didn't allow for that. My microphone there too as well. Don't need to worry about running out of sprint juice. Just need to be careful in how I execute myself. Executing as in gunshot one to the head. No, I don't want to do anything of that sort. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I could turn you off, but I'll leave it as a challenge, I guess. All these self-imposed challenges, some of which I don't actually self-impose. Just not using duct tape. I don't need you. Get out of here. I do need duct tape, by the way, but hopefully I can find that in the engine room, or maybe even right about here. No? Okay. I guess I'll just get another glow stick, even though I don't really need any more. I can use them for the cargo hold, I guess, when I go for there. But I'll save that for last. You know, you have kind of tight quarters when you get there. At least before I start anything that would like make the monster music constantly play, like the sub or helicopter escape. Ooh, you broke the here, my buddy old pal. Alright, I think there's a couple more rooms on that way for me to see. You there are fine. You there, ogre. The brute is not an ogre. He does not deserve the greatness of that especially with your redness. You're secretly Farquaad incognito as a good little ogre lord lover. Oh god, what's that term? Broker, that's what it is. Oh man, I thought I saw the Fiend's aura. I was like, wait a second. Did they secretly implement a thing in which there can be double monsters? Maybe it's like the chance of finding a shiny Pokemon that is both shiny and has Pokerus, but of course it's a male Combi and can't evolve. Then there's like Burmy. Male Burmies evolve into Mothim, and females evolve into Wormadam or Wormadam. Because, you know, it's a female Madame Worm or something. No item right there. It's usually either a Chain Spool or Gas right there. Set you down there like that. There's this little bit. It'd be cool if this was an escape within itself. Oh, I think I hear you right nearby, but I'm not going to do any phone calling. Gonna be careful. Keep thinking he was going to be right there. I think he's still above me. He might make my way down. He can easily see me from here. Maybe not if he's up there, but I do want to work my way down and eventually call him down to Junction 2. I thought that was another egg timer, but no. More and more glow sticks and flashlights and all these worthless pieces of garbage I do not need. Might have an Alex Jones freak out here, but nope, not gonna happen. And there is nobody here chatting. I don't see anybody in the chat. Do people not like scary games, or am I not being scaredness? It's like, how is this kid not being scared by the scary game? Probably because this game is tired after 2 years, and I've played Years of Hair 400 hours. Not all of them being completely active though. I like sometimes just leave the game pause while I eat dinner, listen to the what's the word? Ambient sounds of the splish splashing without needing to be chased by monsters. A nice bag in there. Grab that. Sometimes I close things in tandem while grabbing things. You're fine to have open, even though you're kind of weirdly placed. Any items glitched there? No. It's usually a radio right here, but there's not. Let's read my notes, even though I've read them all on screen in the LP. Blah blah blah. Don't need to worry about it. Why am I going in like a weird Rick voice, even though it's not Rick? Morty, we gotta play Monstrum, Morty. I keep meaning to start watching that show. I mean, I'm pretty much on summer break from school now, and gonna be off for a little bit longer. Even though I might work on getting a nice part-time job to pay for things, but I might have more time for streaming and Let's Playing. I still need to finish Undertale. Gotta do the rest of the Pacifist route, and then the good old Genocide route. Only thinking of that one thing in the Genocide route that everybody dreads, aside from the sadistic nature of the run itself, and the sadness of ending through the true pacifist. Already been through enough sadness with Asgore. Okay, I'm just gonna really like this. Okay, yeah, enough talking about Undertale. He doesn't want to be reminded of the feels that he's harbored. It's not really gonna affect him, but he could bash through that door and abash his feelings. Where are you coming from? He's coming from that way. He's gonna bash through the door. Ka-chow? No, no ka-chow. I'll just get all the way down to where I can utilize my good friend, the door. Pretty sure I've checked all the rooms. There might be a couple more little crates for me to check, man. I don't feel safe with the music playing that way. It could still be in chase mode. And if he breaks into this room, I'm that much less safe. Seems like he's getting further away though, even though it could be getting that much closer. Listen for the footsteps. Ooh, is he getting closer or not? Okay, the music's stopping, but it's on this level. Are you here or are you there? Go up. I don't think you can see me through here. So while you're doing that, I'ma just go over here and call number 2. Keep it safe, keep it civil, and if he breaks behind me, I'm going to jack slap you in the face so hard that you don't even remember what happens. And maybe, if push comes to shove, you could potentially even glitch yourself in the area, provided that you've already broken down the thing I need you to break down. Wait, let's listen for a second to make sure you actually break something down. There we go. Then call him up to 1. Give myself a little bit of stretching. Hopefully he doesn't come to 4. Try to use the process of elimination. He's not really the smartest monster, but he does kind of take shortcuts. The Fiend is considerably the most intelligent, while the hunter is average. I think he's making his way up to 1. If he breaks 1, I don't really care, even though it will break it. So that goes banana, and here, good column down here, but I don't need to worry too much about that. I'm talking too much. Alright, are you up at 1 yet? It seems like you're right on this level with me. Oh my gosh. Where are you going though, bro? Whoa, I'm moving on my own. Okay, my keyboard is being a little weird. Let me pause the game briefly and reset my keyboard. Hopefully that's fine. Oh my gosh, I am moving up my own accord. I need to... He is in my room. Oh boy. It's fun times. Am I moving around? And I'm moving around and I can't really have control of this. I can like neutralize myself, but... crikey. Okay, I have this thing on. And... Okay, what am I... I'm gonna turn off my keyboard. I'm gonna open it up. And see if I can reseat the battery. Maybe these batteries do need charge. They are Interlude batteries, which are pretty good. Oh man, technical difficulties. Sorry for loud slams and potential further damage done to my keyboard. Well, something I could pry it with. I have an SD card. Oh, here we go. Google Play card sent in by my wonderful aunts for me to potentially use. I don't even know what to get for Google Play. I could just get more things on Pokemon Go, more egg incubators, more space for all these Johto Pokemon I'm getting. Alright, I took 1 battery out. It should be fine, but let's go. Gotta do the classic tried and true blow on it if it messes up kind of deal. And hopefully it's not permanently damaged. Sometimes my mouse just stops and I just reset it. But keyboard doesn't usually have issues. Usually I just hold shift for a long time and it kind of stops moving of its own accord. I guess that's my current word. Okay, I was wondering where my cover was. Be nice to have that thing. I'm already missing 1 leg of my keyboard. Maybe I can zoom in on it without actually zooming in. Here's this. See the 8-degree thing, and then there's the one that's not there. I'm pretty sure I have it around somewhere, but not really too much good. And I've been used to playing it how it is, even though it does seem kind of weird. Alright, now for the moment of truth. Am I still messed up? Yes, I am. Crap. This is not a good thing, and I'm still moving. If he breaks into here, well, things are bad. Man, should I just consider this a challenge? Turn off caps lock. Okay, is this my exit? Let's see, leaving my room. It's not playing the searching music, so could be fine. Okay, seriously, what the heck is going on? I need to like, do I need to get out of crouch mode or something? This is a little bit intimidating. I'm just like on autopilot mode. It's like auto accelerate or something in Mario Kart. I'm trying to draw a weird comparison. I could like always sidestep around and when I need to move forward I just do that. But I don't want this to be keeping how it is. I'm sure it would be fine. Here, let me try this. Let me close the game, see if it actually does anything. How about this? It's not moving me forward. Okay. Is he gonna be typing W here? No. W, W, W. Get out of this new tab. Who would have known this would be happening? Sorry that my head's not fully showing. Alright. I'm just gonna consider this a challenge. Let's go. Oh, of course it fixes itself now. I see you there, buddy. You going in that room? You know what? Should I risk it? Yeah, I will. Hi. Go. Did you see me? Did you see me? Just gotta come down here. Watch for your orange light. Definitely turn off the scenes. Okay, so here things going on. Active to inactive. Are you coming down here? How many sprays have we used so far? 2, 3. Could be fine with a couple more. I'll go for at least 1. Then I can try to circle back to my other extinguisher. I think there was another new one that I could have picked up at one point, but I go for which one I know for sure is around, up on the security room in level 7. Whew. Regained my composure. One of the things crossed off the list for the all escape route. Clearing out the engine room and turning off the steam. Okay, put you there. Google Play card. Huh. I want to get like Plants vs. Zombies maybe, but it's always best to play on computer, and people say that the game's messed up on the Google Play version. Maybe not on iOS, even though I'm not a primary iOS user as of right now. You're a little too close for comfort. Oh, I don't want to be in your line of sight. In the Reaper's line of sight. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Call you up to 1. That's all I gotta do. Make sure he doesn't actually come into my room, though. Give it a good few rings. Give it the full 7 or 8, whatever it goes to, and then it stops. Should be fine enough for him to not break junction number 1, but I think he's doing pretty good enough right now. Just make sure he's off of that level, because he could see me from this vantage point even. You there, just another darn glow stick. Just got a picture to burn. Why am I singing a country song when I don't like country music? Look at this photograph. That's kind of rock country. Nickelback. Kind of frowned upon as a band, even though they're not really as bad. I guess it's kind of just a weird fact that a lot of their songs sound very similar. This is how you remind me. Well, if you want something interestingly funny to see, look up The Hells cover of How You Remind Me. But you can asterisk as a cover, because they say really weird things about Liam Neeson and things of other sorts. La-di-da. I don't know if that showed up there. Chicken now playing Smite. That would be Ian. My friends Ian and Zach are on Discord right now. I'm on Discord myself when I'm on streamer mode, so I'm not getting any notifications, and I'm not in a voice chat. Even though I could be in a voice chat, but they'd be talking about Smite or Overwatch, because that's all they do. They play their games, they talk about their games. And they've also been playing Black Desert online. I don't really know how that game works, but I don't know. Not super big on MMOs and things of that myself, MOBAs. I could if I just tried. I keep trying to play Overwatch, but a little bit overwhelmed by too many good people. So I just like single player games on my own, so I can play Mario Kart online, which I might actually switch to that when I'm done with this, if this doesn't take too long. Oh dang, it's already almost 11 PM. Making good time. Ooh, I see you creeping down my way. If you come my way, and say I'm crazy. What am I saying? I'm trying to think of what song. All I can think of is How Do You Like Me Now by Toby Keith, but as I said, I don't really like country music that much. I just know so much country music because my parents play it all the darn time. Yes, my parents. Not parents, parents. They snowplow me around. Are you coming this way? Pretty sure you're on this level at least. Sounds like you're above me. Don't want to take too many chances though. I'll take my chances. I forgot how nice romance is. I haven't sung this song for the longest time. It's a pretty good song by Billy Joel, who doesn't do country. It's like the old time bossa nova rock and roll. Are you in the little boiler? Is that just the sound the boiler's stomach makes in this crazy engine room? I'm pretty sure I've checked everywhere. Going up that way. Just want to avoid you briefly. How do I want to go about this? I'm pretty sure I've seen everything. See, I got the thing right there. What do I need? I need the keys for the helicopter. Actually, no, I already got some. Yeah, I need bolt cutters. I'll probably find those in the cargo hold. For the sub, I have the battery with me. Or did I already put that in? No, I have the welding kit. I just need to use that, and I'm done with that. Pump, that's what I need. Duct tape is what I need as well. And those, I should have already found things like that. I might find the pump in the cargo hold. As for duct tape, on the other hand, who knows? I don't think I've been in a bathroom yet. I don't think I've fully explored level 7 because, yeah, I was being chased by the brute. So hopefully I can find duct tape there, and bolt cutters and tape in the cargo hold. See if that's the plan, Stan. And also, as I get as high up as I can, I'm going to call the brute up to level 1 unless he's right up against me. Meme. Where are you, my friend? I don't like it being light in here, even though lightness is great. You know, just gotta conserve energy power or something. Good thing I didn't accidentally hit one. I did kind of start 10 minutes late, so I've been going on for a little over 45 minutes, coming up on that 50 mark. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of I spent today and yesterday watching Brave Dave's train hopping adventure in Canada on 1.8 speed. Well, I kind of started on 1.6, but kind of leveling at say 1.75, like 35-minute videos each, times 4, 140. a little over 2 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes to be exact. So let's make that less than 2/3 of time, say about 150 minutes. So about no wait no no 100 minutes, a little over or less. So about an hour and a half as opposed to a little over 2 hours. I'm trying to do my math. Because, you know, I'm finishing up school, and math is going to apply to the real world and things like that. It's kind of algebraic if you're thinking decimal-wise, but you don't have to include the alphabet too much. I've had some uses. I've even had to use a little bit of basic trigonometry stuff around my dad, even though you can just use your speed square and all that stuff. Pretty sure I'm done with the engine room. Is there more I can see around here, or did I already check the rooms? I think what I may be moving for is the cargo hold. I could drop my stuff. I could visit the cargo hold on my way through. Right, this way. Yeah, I want to get as far away from the brute as I can. I might as well start going right here. Comb my way around, use up my glow sticks. If achievements were still things I needed, I'd definitely get the child of the 90s, 80s one, where you have 6 glow sticks and you get the thing. Alright, gotta look for these meticulous items that could be kind of hidden in. I don't need another damn gas canister, I already used my 2. Were there bulk quotas in a room? They could be in that locked room, but it could also be a gas thing, but I also I could find another fuse I can use in one of those rooms. I know for sure that it was keys in a room I could unlock, so I could try for the other one, because I could hardly see, and with the fact that it blended in, it could be the pump or the bolt cutters. So I could go for that if I find another fuse, but that's the problem, finding another fuse, and I've checked a lot of drawers, and that's where you find the fuses, and I've found them in other odd places. Man, gotta be careful to not actually be running towards the room. Thought I saw duct tape, but it's not duct tape. Not quack duct tape, but duct tape. Okay, up in my air duct right there, and hopefully the hunter or xenomorph doesn't pop down. Have my blinds closed on the window. I think I'm kind of close by in the spot where I can't exactly be safe. He's right above me, I think. So let's wait for him to come around the mountain. When he comes, I'm a human and I'm coming. Oh, I can presume that the brute may have been human at one point. I don't really want to risk too much. I just want to see, kind of get the lay of the land. Even though I know the lay of the land after, 400 hours of playing this game. Okay, he's not down the hallway. Where am I? Am I back by the... Okay, am I in level 2, 3? Okay. And I am on which side of the ship? Okay. Oh, it's the... Okay, back to the engine room. Okay. Getting back to a hold of myself. Let's see. Pretty fine right there. Not really finding anything other than gas cans. Not really posing too well. Bill posing. Keep thinking that's 100 eggs, even though it kind of is something glitching through. Is that an air pump? No, it's just a hole. Don't usually see holes in these things. What? I've already been here? What? Crikey. What do I do? Go up a level. That's what I gotta do. Do my jumping around. Not really too much here though, because right about there would be the helicopter. The weird little glitching sound of the constantly moving scene. That's good to have and for blocking monsters. I'm kind of at a standstill. I can finish the sub. I can not finish either the raft or the helicopter as of right now. So my best bet may be to drop off this right here. I'm kind of moving around in circles, but drop off this, finish the sub, and then check deck 7 again. Well, finish checking it. Be careful not to run into my friend. My little friend, and I'm pretty sure I need to be on that side to get down to sub level 1 because, as you know, the doors aren't all the way down that way. Because that's how the ship works. I run a tight ship. Ah man, I am confusing myself to no avail. Just keep a going, swinging on this chariot ride. 0 clips because I am not funny. I'm not going there. Hi, friend. I'm just gonna take the high road and you'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before you, even though we're kind of in the area around Indonesia and Vietnam, because it shows things like Ho Chi Minh City. And also the fact that we board at Hong Kong. Oop, I went up too far. While I'm here, might as well go ahead and continue checking deck 7. See what's in the toilet. Let's go right here. Wash your toilet. But not your toilet. And after washing your toilet, you wash your hands. And make as much noise as you want, because it doesn't add up to what the root here is, even though it would be funny if it did. He also take a big spicy dump. I can just imagine him eating a lot of buffalo popcorn chicken. Ooh, please be my saving grace. Please be something in here. Door number 1, 2, 3, 4. Glow stick. Woohoo. Nothing. 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 Things are looking great in the world today. Please pose me well, even though you're just another way to the bathroom. I don't know why I'm saying pose. I just have different words that I'm saying as I go along. Fan-freaking-tastic. This ultimate run is going wonderful. Of course, I could be pretty much done with it if I found my items. Is there more for me to check in deck 5? I guess I can go down there and do so. Might as well do this and make all this noise while it's potentially far away. Maybe a bad idea, because I can't drop down into the door because the door down there is gone, and I can't drop down into the light anymore because it was turned into a model, I guess, and not a sprite. Whichever one is interactable and non-interactable, and it's now non-interactable because it's just there for you to see. Might as well grab you because there's not really much else to do. And actually, I'm going to drop you, go back down to 7 and grab my other full one, just to maximize on my profits and not worry about messing things up too much. Okay, that's the one I put up there, the one that was rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow its rainbow. Is there duct tape behind anything here? No. Please, I just want you to be Mr. Duct Tape everywhere. Please, Mr. Postman. Okay, you're coming around the mountain. Watch for your light, even though I don't need to. I might just go for the sub escape and call things quits, unless I just have a nice little fight with Mr. Brutella. Hey, he was running this way, and I'm fine to do this. It's fine by me if I never sing, because I am not the greatest singer on my own time without actually using proper technique. And also, I just have a natural, nasally sounding kind of voice. Well, not that much, but just keeping it comfortable, you know? My nose is kind of clearing up. It was a little bit, well, I mean, it was just clogging up. It was a lot clearer earlier than it usually is. I guess it must just be pollen season here in Florida. Not like it'll be any better when I move back to Indiana. Kind of sad because I want to stick around in Florida because I got great friends down here, but I guess that's what Discord and Skype is for. New beginnings when I make my return. Keys right there, and it reminds me, if I find another fuse, I can make my triumphant return in hopes that there is the pump or the sorry, that's a horrible sound, bolt cutters in a previous location. And I didn't fully explore the cargo hold, so I can look through that place again. And I'm lingering way too much here. Briefly check around. Any duct tape? Nothing. Usually keys are right there. Hey, floating texture of a doodly doo. Yep, just let you pass your buys and make your rounds. Alright, you're right there. I don't even need to worry about doing much of anything. Alright, where do I want to go? I'm going to go down to the sub, and then I'm going to check that room and get a nice look. Okay, get out of the lines of sight. This is one of my less productive ultimate runs. I've had worse ones, believe me, where I've died while being almost completed, and ones that took like probably less than 20 minutes. I haven't really hid. I just hid under a desk like maybe 1 or 2 times, and I made a mad dash. I could have hid the crate, but he was already after me. I was like, oh boy, here he comes, and he is chasing me. Wear your hard hat. It'd suck if you had to like pause and put on a hard hat. Well, not pause, but actually manually do so and lose a couple seconds that could be used escaping from monster. Because duty calls, you must wear your hard hat. Keep thinking this is slender. I want to say that's a flare gun in there. I don't even have a fuse with me. Actually, the texture of it kind of looks like it's elongated. It could either be the flare gun or the bolt cutters. I definitely see yellowish orange, which definitely signifies bolt cutters or flare gun. Of course, the flare gun is completely useless against through, aside from getting the "now what did you think would happen" kind of achievement. Of course, against the hunter is much better because it doesn't like fire and you can keep it at bay. Ah ha ha. How did I not see that earlier? Probably because it blends in with this little grate thing. Oh my gosh, so... Okay, well, I still need the pump, but I also need the bolt cutters, so I can just finish checking the thing. Hopefully, if I find a fuse, I can pop back into that place. Maybe we can check around here again. Chimchimchery. Be so lucky if I can find great things around here. Oh man, this is probably my longest stream thus far. Yeah, we're already up to the hour point. I can make a wish in a couple minutes. I wish I can actually finish this damn challenge and maybe move on to some Mario Kart 8. Alright, yeah, let's check this rooms one last time, even though I've already checked here a multitude of times. Why can't I just, like, use this right here and pull that out? My dad's yelling. No. Yawning really loud. Let's get a really deep, in-depth look. Texture. Observing. Leaning. Not lingering too much. How are we doing around here? Yep, I have my duct tape. I'm happy with that. I just want to get my pump, hopefully in the cargo decks, and if not, maybe also find my bolt cutters. Okay, I want to go down there because it sounds like it was right there as well, but I do want to get the sub ready. I'm not going to start it up yet because it's going to be quite noisy, and the monster music's going to be constantly playing, but I can keep playing with the adrenaline. Keep being a little bit loud. Alright, we're ready with that. Oh man, as I heard the bongos kicking, I was like, what? You are not chasing me, my friend. Let's just see. Peek around the corner. Okay. If I was doing that, he probably wouldn't have seen me even though my head was just like, doodly doodly doo. I am not the monster man you were not looking for, such as the droids C3PO and R2. ARTOO as it's spelled in, like, not manga, comics and books. Hey, all these Oni masks. Usually nothing much up against with them. You're not too close to me, are you? I have a thing. Oh, is this where I'm coming back around together? Please be bolt cutters somewhere over the rainbow. Come on. Bolt cutters or pump. That's all I need. The gas pump. I'm fine with the gas pump right by the helicopter. Is that something I need? Please let it be. Let it be. Let it grow. Please, oh please. Yes, pump. And if I can find a fuse, which I highly doubt. I may be golden. Do I want to check down here? Is it branching down too much? Might as well drop my glow stick. Okay, things are looking up in the world, and I could check the engine room again. It could be in a box where the bolt cutters are. I have that slight little shimmer of hope. Maybe I can find a fuse as a result. Okay, you are way too close for me. I'm gonna... Yeah, I might just go to the raft and drop these off. The only thing I'm worried about finishing right now is the helicopter. I usually finish that one the most easily because bolt cutters aren't really hard to come by. Well, they are one of the more rare items, but always seems to be the most elusive one is duct tape and the pump. The raft is objectively, subjectively, either one, the easiest to escape because you just put it all together and don't have to worry about the monster actually homing in on you. It does make a lot of noise, but you just put it into the water and you can hop down to the door and do the little sequence breaking thing, but otherwise you just make your way down and just do it. Do I want to go down to level 1? Okay, let's see. I could try a little something and see if I can, like, attract him, but I don't have any noisemakers because he broke my egg timer way yonder ago. I do have that radio I can go back and pick up, but I have no real use for it unless I can try to find a way to glitch him to break open things without just be too risky and too unethical. Gotta be nice of the brutes. Right to withdraw. Oh man, I am having these very minor belches. If he gets me, he gets me. What the heck? Did I not see that earlier? We are done. We are ready to go. We are ready to beat this challenge. You are a little close for comfort, But I'm going to skedaddle all the way to the other side of the ship, get the thing done, and call it a diddly darn night. I'm just gonna start by preparing up the helicopter and just keeping him at bay, and maybe make him chase me all the way to the raft, just so he doesn't break up the submarine, or break the helicopter. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's be ready. I don't think it's around me, but that stomping could be misleading. He could be around here, this corner. Yes, maybe. Alright, here we go. Let's get ready with the cutting. Snip, snip. I have click instead of F as my use button. Well, I mean, I have F for flashlight, but everything else is doodly. I just like clicking. It just feels more enticed when you get the whole clicky feel on your finger instead of just pressing the buttons. It has a nice groove on the F. Okay. I thought I was hearing bad things. There used to be items. You could find your gas containers in the other things, but all you need is a gas pump, and I already have my 2 things. And I think you once needed 3 gas containers instead of 2. Let's grab you. You're already going into place. Get you guys. Too many pump-related items. No smoking. What if I just want to light something? You can go all the way back and grab that 1 lighter. Alright, let's get you there. I think you're going to be coming from that side, so I'll keep watching over this way. Where the heck are you? I think you're just making your way around downtown. Okay, watch right here, because if you come with your light that way, I can block that way. But I don't want you to break the thing. I can watch for your lights from here. Where would you be coming from, though? If you go up there, you're going to possibly break the thing. I have to make you chase me, but if you're right here, I can just keep things going as normal. Sounds like you're going over there. Have my steam doubly good over that way. Not really doubly, just right here. Dodge right here so he doesn't immediately see me and try to aggro toward my general direction. Good. Am I seeing you're orange? Sounds like you're making way around. There you are. You're gonna do your thing. You're gonna do your roar when you run into the steam. Here it comes. Pretty loud. Not used to these sounds when I'm talking and trying to enjoy myself. Running around that way. Okay, I should probably make it a hurrying experience and watch the doodly. Watch the flames burn high. Oh, burn on the mountainside. Hi, where are you going? What are you doing? Panic, 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 no! That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to be a little bit edgy and panicking too much. To be fair though, when I panic, I choke. Not really choke on my spit or anything, but yeah. The game's not responding because my body was not responding to immediate things like, oh man, you're right there. And to be fair, he was acting weird. He was trying to run one way and he came back for me. But enough excuses. I think I've had my fun. I had my hope when I suddenly found those items, and I'm pretty sure I had a nice face when I got the duct tape. I was just like the Egoraptor face in his awesome center video when he sees the very good looking animated woman. Sorry that I'm looking creepily over at my... It's not a microphone, it's a webcam. My microphone's right here, my Yeti, I don't want to pick it up. I might get a new microphone soon because I've seen one on that Let Go app for pretty cheap. Anyway, enough talk. I think I have a little bit of energy to do a little bit of Mario Kart. Maybe not quite an hour 15 or so, but maybe a solid half hour, maybe an hour if I get really into things. But anyway, I'm going to give it a little bit of a countdown for this game. Look at my collectibles, I guess. I can listen to an audio log, and it's going to be too loud. Look at that. There's the hunter right there, and there's the vagina of the hunter. Is that a Bobo doll for aggressive models? And that's like the Sparky thing. Man, I do want there to be more to this game. The last update was the Halloween update, I'm pretty sure, and then there was like a, well, they just patched away the pumpkins, and that was pretty much it. Kind of disappointing. Or was there one more thing in 2016? Let me actually check right here. Update V1.4 5/9/2016. So that was yeah, that was after V1.4 because it was the year-long update. The better Oculus support and birthday sale and all that stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'm going on way too long here. My face is kind of out of frame. I do apologize, but I will stop it right here. I'll be back momentarily with Mario Kart. Ending this in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's time to switch to Mario Kart. I'll give it another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and click.